Okay, greetings, family. How are you? Guys, I got a few questions to ask. My first question is why do the Cape Flats specifically look like Auschwitz in Germany, where the Jews were kept in concentration camps? Why are townships all over South Africa, but specifically the Cape Flats and colored townships throughout South Africa, are built exactly like Auschwitz? Is it because we are really living in concentration camps? Or what's the story? That's my question. Why is Auschwitz, or rather, why are the Cape Flats built and the townships in South Africa at large built like Auschwitz in Germany? Is South Africa or are townships a concentration camp? Another question I'd like to pose, guys, is why haven't we ever seen an Arab, a Muslim, Sulman, digging trenches, doing hard labor? I know very ukuthi the white people will never do that work, and the Indians too, and the Arabs too won't do it. But I'd like to direct this question here to the Arabs. Why haven't we ever seen Arabs doing hard labor? Why are Arab people here in South Africa always have their hands behind their backs and only directing people, telling black people what to do and what not to do, and being directors? Yet they are more privileged than black people here in South Africa. That is a very, very important question to pose. Why are Muslims, why are Arabs in South Africa not doing the many jobs that are done by South Africans? Why don't we see them in the mines? Why are we only seeing them in strategic positions where they are privileged and they don't have to do anything? They don't have to participate in anything except to live in their own Arab world, their own Muslim world. These are the questions that need to be answered. Because we know that the Arabs have been in the southern tip of Africa for occupying the southern tip of Africa for a long time. And they have been creating networks with other African states which have chosen the Muslim direction, like Sudan and many other countries. And we know that they are the ones who are bringing in, I believe, they are the ones who are bringing in the drugs from Afghanistan, the heroin that is ravaging the youth of South Africa, the future leaders of South Africa. The fact that there is gang violence in the Western Cape and in every other township in South Africa. Who is bringing those drugs in the townships? Because black people don't own ships, they don't own aeroplanes, they are not involved in shipping cargo and all sorts of goods in those types of businesses. So who's responsible for bringing the drugs here? Who has this link with Afghanistan? Because we know that heroin, which is ravaging the township in South Africa, comes from Afghanistan. That is where the heroin, or rather the poppy fields are. We don't plant the poppy plants here in South Africa. So who's shipping this here? Who is shipping it here in the continent? You have to ask those questions. Arabs, what are Arabs doing here? How are they contributing to Africa? Okay, those are my questions. That is what I wanted to say. Ubuntu, Black Power.